Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you real quick. So there's a big controversy that has started about, you know, people having trolling motors on their kayaks and motors and stuff like that, and if they should be allowed in the KBF or the kayak tournaments and all this such. And you know, I don't really have an opinion about that as much as I have an opinion about motors on kayaks. You know, and what my argument is, a lot of the things I heard about motors on kayaks a couple years ago or whatever, when this kayak stuff was getting pretty big, was these people were saying the reason kayak fishing was more efficient and you could catch more fish than the guys in the boats, which I'm a boat fisherman, I'm a tournament fisherman. I go catch fish however I can, whenever I can. But it was the stealthiness. It was the, oh, you want to say that a blade on a spinnerbait attracts the fish. Well, you know, trolling motors have that sound too, and that's what's scaring the fish, because people want to say that the trolling motors aren't that big of a deal, blah, blah, blah. But the kayak guys were saying the trolling motor was scaring the fish. That's why the people in the kayaks can get in there, be elusive, and catch the fish that you can't in a boat. I'm telling you what, if you put a motor on a kayak, aren't you taking that stealthiness away from the kayak? Aren't you pretty much just a boat in essence? If you have a motor on a kayak, it's a motorboat, correct? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I don't care if they're allowed in the KBF bass fishing. I don't care if they're considered the same, but to me, it's like allowing a crossbow to be the same as a compound bow, to be the same as a traditional bow. Just because they're considered bows don't mean they're the same thing. So I guess it's, you do what you got to do, but they're two different things. They should be considered two different things, and that's just how it is. If you want to have a motor, have a motor, but you shouldn't be in the same position as a guy without a motor. That's for sure. It's two different things. But I'm not trying to start a war. I'm not trying to start a big controversy. I go kayak fishing. I'll put a trolling motor on there. I don't care. And if that's going to help me get down the lake and I can get farther and be more efficient, and that's the argument of some, that it's, oh, this is how it's changing the game and stuff like that, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. I mean, but just because it's okay and just because it's allowed and just because it's the new deal doesn't mean it's not different. It is different. A kayak with a motor is different than a kayak without a motor. No, there's no argument there. It's a different thing. So that's just my opinion. Whatever. I'm gonna fish out of a boat most of the time. I'm not even gonna fish out of a kayak. So it just it doesn't bother me, but it obviously is bothering some people, man. There's some people arguing about it, and people are getting crazy about it. But I'm gonna catch a giant bass right now on a spinnerbait. There's a storm coming in. Right now, I wish I had a trolling motor on my kayak, because the wind is blowing out there, and it would be better for sure. But even a foot pedal would be nice. I could actually steer it the way I want to steer it. I'm gonna see if I can't catch one.